guys, Frank here, your virtual general aviation aviator, and today I am in the Epic 1000 by Aerobask. It's been a while, so life. It's been a while since I've made a recording or did a stream, but I am back, and without apology, I decided, hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's get started. So this is the Aerobask 1000 by this is the Aerobask Epic E1000 by Aerobask. Now, Aerobask has just recently re-released this or released it for X-Plane 12. I've had a version of this aircraft for X-Plane 11. In fact, somewhere I've got floating around a video that I did flying it in X-Plane 11. Wow, look at it, guys. It is a gorgeous airplane, and you can see the seats. I think I can actually add passengers that might be animated. We'll check that out in a minute. But yeah, the modeling is phenomenal. Aerobask is great at making perfectly smooth round circles, if that makes any sense. I've kind of learned that when modeling these airplanes, getting stuff perfectly round is a tedious, or can be a tedious task. I don't know if Aerobask has figured out a way to do it and take some of the tedium out of it, or they just painstakingly work through it. But these guys do a phenomenal job. Now, as I've always said, I'm not one of those guys who just go crazy over outside modeling, since I spend most of my time inside the aircraft, and unless I've got some experience looking at them in real life, then heeing and hawing about how they look from the outside is what word am I looking for? It's not that important to me. I just leave it at that. All right. So with enough said, let's get on the inside and take a gander around the inside. Now again, this is the same find the right keys to hit to give you guys this quick tour. This is, let's see how you got this thing. Use two hands to guide it, and there we go. This is the X-Plane 12 version. There is an X-Plane 11 version, and I think the modeling is the exact same. How to go forward? Well, excuse my navigating here. See, that's right. I think I can navigate with the mouse. Yeah, I can. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's a what? A six-seater. Yep. Six-seater. Six O's. All right. And can we close the door from in here? I bet we can. There we go. Yeah. So, and it looks like it closed fully for us. Yeah. So I don't know what works and what not. This light may work. It's got a click spot here, but I don't have any power going to the aircraft. So anyway, I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot. So I'm a pilot the thing. All right. So I'm at Grand Canyon. I'm at Boulder City Airport, just south of Las Vegas, and I've got 6 passengers who I am going to take on a sightseeing trip to the Grand Canyon Airport. So the best way to do that, one thing I like about Aerobask stuff is if I can find the tail number, it's clickable, and that will pop up my whatever this is called, um, my pop-up. All right, so right now I've got 30 gallons in my main tank and 43 gallons in my auxiliary tank. So I'm going to hit balance fuel and just balance those out. And um, it should, let's see, 3D crew only. Now, I said I'm going to have 6 passengers, so I'm going to put all 6 of them in here. And I think we have to be on the outside to see them. Um, okay, so let's remove the chocks. Okay, how about that? Removing the chocks actually put the passengers in so that we can see them. Go figure. All right, so let's see. Well, we can only see our our co-pilot passenger. Um, yeah, so while on the inside. Now, I think, again, I think on the outside, once I go back out, then we'll be able to see them all. Um, all right, and let's just test that. So I'm going to jump out and look through the window here. Yeah, I see the kids in the back, and I see a person there. Let's see if I can open this door. Um, there we go. Yeah. So I see the passengers in the back now. Uh, uh, well, I am not the best steerer person. And, well, suffice it to say that with X-Plane, modeling passengers is tough because no one does it really well. All right, so I'm going to close the door again. And I'm not going to use a GPU, but this is how we connect the GPU. Actually, I ought to connect the GPU because I got to enter a flight plan, but I am going to enter it on, not on the battery because I will burn up the battery. Well, we'll order the GPU. Why not? All right, so we got a GPU out there now, and there it is. All right, so it looks like a DC GPU, but the GPU all the same. All right, now we also get options. And what's under options, guys? Let's see. Just some stuff so that we can configure stuff the way we want. The breakers are modeled, so right now I got my breaker set for perfect, which means that they should not pop, but I can actually set them to popcorn and challenging so that they basically guaranteed to pop, which is, I think, is really cool. All right, let's see, instrument pop outs and enable windshield reflections and instruments, and just stuff. I'm not, let's see, for the PDF, keep the aspect ratio, okay. One thing I did notice, let's see, was the last time I flew it, I really didn't like the synthetic vision. Okay, still experimental, and I'm gonna do. Should I do topology only or topology and terrain? I'm in the Rockies, so I'm gonna do topology and terrain. For the multifunction display, I'm not gonna make any changes. And for the backup, I'm going with factory settings here. Let me just click this and see what happens. Nothing. And I like the gradient. Yeah, let's go with the gradient. I like that. Just look. May cost me a frame, so some of this stuff we do have to think about. And I'm glad that they pick up X-Plane's sliders, because a lot of times when they don't, then something is missing, and I have to go and explain any in the have to go hear the sound anyway to get this screen. So yeah, so that's pretty cool that they mimic that screen, because some people will only model, might not model the environment or the user interface and so forth and so on. So yeah. All right, enough about the plane. Let's get flying here. All right, so um, we have gotten in the plane, and trying to get my keys to work. There we go. Took a while. All right, guess the computer was thinking. All right, so I've got the battery on. Did I turn the battery on? Why is the battery on? Oh, why is that? Why are these on? I don't know. Maybe because of some of the stuff that I just did. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna start my batteries because I'm not gonna restart the flight just because this is on when it should not be. All right, um, none of these airplanes, no matter who make them, are perfect, and you know, we can strive to get to perfection in flight simulation, but let's face it, we are just not there yet. Hopefully, one day we will be there. But hey, until then, I can roll with the punches. All right. Okay, so I've got 26.8 volts. That looks good. I'm on my right tank. I am going to start up on my left tank. And I'm going to make sure that all of these are working. And they are. All right. I'm going to check my brake. Pull that. Brakes are set. Now, I do have a checklist that I can go through. This Avatab is integrated with this airplane, but it's only integrated on the passenger side as far as I can tell. And wow, that completely missed. That should have caught that thing. I'm gonna fix that right quick. Okay, I think I got that sorted out now. And let me go over here and test it. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, I do recommend that you put aircraft manuals in a dedicated folder inside. Yeah, okay. Explain 12. I'm in aircraft. I need to go to Aerobask, and I'm flying. You can see I got a bunch of Aerobask aircraft, just about everything they make. But other than the airliners, I almost have almost everything that everybody makes. Um, I I will buy aircraft, fly them. Some are Hangar Queens. I've flown them 3 or 4 times, 1 or 2 times. But for the most part, I enjoy every aircraft that I buy. So very few complaints. I wish I could say no complaints, but occasionally you do get um, devs that will just put out stuff and it's unfinished and they will not go back and finish it. Um, Particularly with vendors like Big Tower, who did the Carbon Cub, and there's a guy who did the Citation Mustang um, that he put out, and people bought it, and he never went back and fixed the first things that were wrong with it. Anyway, I digress. All right, so checklist, and this is the checklist for this aircraft. Just scroll down, and yeah, normal checklist. So it does have a checklist. I am not actually going to use the checklist today. I have been through it, but my beef with the checklist is that it takes leaps. There are some things that are left out. So if you try to go strictly by the checklist to get this thing fully configured, started and configured for flight, then you will miss some things. Now there are some things that that I do like. I wish this checklist had, um, let's see, my wish list. My wish list for this checklist would have been here, a table of contents, so that I could go directly to parts that I want to go to by page number. Um, for instance, I let's say I want to do the run up, and let's see, before engine start, let's see, so run up would become after engine start, taxi, and let's see what's after taxi. Before takeoff would be my run up, right? And yeah, so they, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I would like to be able to get to really quickly, but it is what it is. Like I said, at some point we'll get there. All right. All right. So I'm not going to use the checklist. AvaTab integration is it's fully AvaTab integrated. Got my passengers, and let's see. Now let me look out her eyes. Let's see if I do. Yeah, I would just want to take a quick look see to see what that looked like. All right, so I'm still at 26 volts, but I am on the battery and using my voltage power that is leaking down. Boy, that color gradient really looks good. All right, so let's just zoom in here. That's where I'm trying to go. All right, so battery 1 and 2 are on. Look at that sunlight. It's bleeding in it so hard that I can hardly see this. All right, I'm not going to start my avionics master. I got left fuel pump. That's what I'm on now. So I'm going to go ahead and start my left fuel pump. Hopefully you can hear it. Turn the volume, the engine sounds up a little so you guys can hear stuff as I start stuff up. And all right, and I've got a starter generator. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on, and I'm gonna hit start. Watch my instruments. Once this get up to about over 13 or 14%, I am going to cut in my starter and introduce fuel. All right. I'm sorry, cut in my ignition, my igniters, and introduce fuel. All right, so here we go. Boy, that sounds good. All right, igniters are on. Fuel is introduced. Now I got it feathered, so I'm not going to generate too much wind, but I'm watching my ITT because I don't want a hot start and I don't want a hung start, so I'm watching everything. If I do get stuff to hang, then I just cut the fuel and the igniters, starters. All right, so yeah, look like I got a stable start here. Happy. All right, so yeah, I guess I'll leave just turn the volume, the engine sounds down just a tad, and at this point I am going to go back through and turn on other stuff. So I'm going to turn my avionics master on. Let's see. Avionics master. Turn my right fuel pump on. And my starter generator go off. And my igniters may have cut out. I think they do automatically. Man, this sunlight is killing me. Okay, so I see that's still on, so I'm going to turn the starter and the igniter off. don't need it. And now, I don't fly this airplane that often, and like I said, um, for safety, some of the stuff may need to remain on at all times or until you get in cruise. I don't know, but this is the way I'm flying it today. All right, so I'm gonna turn my fuel auto selector on. That helps my fuel tank switch automatically and helps keep my fuel balanced. All right, my pusher needs to go on because this plane can be inherently unstable at low speeds, and if I get too slow, rather than risking going into a spin or a stall, I can have that pusher test remind me that, hey, I'm in trouble, I'm getting in trouble. All right, and it is pressurized. Today I'm only going up to 9,500 feet. I did call for the what do you call it, the GPU, and lo and behold, I'm started now, so I don't actually need it. Generator is off, so I guess I should turn that back on. Starter. So I was thinking that the starter generator was a generator that assists in starting, but I guess it's the generator. Period. All right, and autopilot. I'm going to turn that on, and my auto trims, go ahead and turn that on for the autopilot. All right, I should have turned on my nav lights before I started, and my strobe lights when I started my prop, and after I got stable, I could have turned strobes off, which since I'm stable, well, I'm gonna wait till I unfeather my, I'm going to turn the strobes off now because I don't want to taxi with them on. All right, so I am going to go ahead now and enter my flight plan. Let's see, first I need yeah. So I want to go over to this guy, and let's see. So now I've got a bunch. The plan today is to do a scenic route, as I may have mentioned. And I've got a bunch of waypoints that I want to put in, and I don't want to put them in manually, so hopefully I can import them from SimBrief. All right, that's the plan anyway. All right, so let's go there, and I'll tell you what, let's still cancel, making a mess already. All right, so I want to uncheck that. All right, now I want to turn this lower one. All right, there we go. And Boulder City to Grand Canyon, BVU to CGN. That's the one I want, which is number 1. So now I want to highlight it, and I want to load this guy. And now I can look at the flight plan. Yeah, see all those manual fixes? The only one that's not manual is Meads. And but yeah, otherwise everything is manual. So right now the white line is what I'm paying attention to. And I hope you guys can see this okay. So we're gonna come up here and fly hopefully near Hoover Dam and fly along the canyon. Let's see. And there we go. And yeah, so move the map over a little bit more, and let's get rid of this guy. Maybe that. Let's do range again. I just want you guys to kind of get an appreciation for the plan here. So you see the canyon is here, so we're going to fly pretty much along the canyon. All right, so you get the idea. All right, so the flight plan is in it. We have no set of star, so yeah, we are happy. So runway 9 is our runway, and I hope that that I can find my way to runway 9. I do have an iPad that might help. Whoops, sorry, iPad is not working. So let's see if we can't set the iPad up. It shouldn't take but a second, guys, so just be patient. Shouldn't take but a second to get that set up. All right. And you'll see all those waypoints once the iPad pops up. Let me turn the engine sound down a little. All right. So iPad. iPad is not working, guys. So sorry about that. I wish it was. It's amazing how when you don't do something for a while, how stuff just stop working. But the iPad shows my route anyway. I'm gonna use the iPad to help me get out of here. So I'm going to runway 9. So I'm gonna taxi past some FBOs and take, well, let's just start taxiing and then we'll get there. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my taxi lights. I can turn this nav light off now, and I'm gonna take the brake off. And you hear this engine wind up as I unfeather it. All right. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna feather it back, because this guy will taxi like a bat out of Hades. And battery is discharging. Why is my battery discharging? What haven't I done? Left punt, avionics master, battery generators on. Let's turn the this back. Let's turn the feathering back. See if that stops the battery. I don't think it will. All right. So something I haven't done correctly. All right. So battery is still discharging. All right. So now let's take a deeper look here. Man, that sun is killing me. But anyway, this is the fuel pumps, and I turned that fuel pump off and the battery light went off. Well, okay, well, we know it's charging now. Let's see. Yep, got plenty on the votes. All right, so let's get our taxi on. Taxing the right way. Taxi view. All right. So I'm gonna pick up this yellow brick road. Pick up the yellow brick road this Piper is on. Yeah, like a Piper, maybe. All right. So I'm gonna grab this yellow brick road. All right. We are going to 9. And I know you guys can't quite see just where I'm going. We are going to have to cross a runway here at Delta. Bravo 2. Alright. So this is a municipal airport, which is untowered, I believe. So I should be making calls. Airport 123 Echo Alpha is crossing runway runway 33 Boulder. And I did a poor job clearing my turns, didn't I? Alright. All kinds of stuff they got out there. And looks like we gotta have a little crosswind. Not much of one. Winds were light and variable. Okay. So taking 9 would put us off to the east. Alright, so we're gonna go here in this little run-up area. And I'd be the first to admit that I often skip run-ups. Alright, so brakes. Alright, so let's set the brakes. Brakes are set. Flight controls. Free. Turn them on here. Free and correct. Yep. And power lever advanced to about 1500 NP, and pull the prop lever down 2/3 and remain at 1000 RPMs. So prop lever to about 1500 NP. So I'm looking right here. Doesn't have to be on the exact money, but within a few. Alright, that's close enough. Alright, 1500. Alright, happy. How about that? Alright, and then pull this back 2/3 to 1000. Pull the prop lever back 2/3 to 1000. That's tough on this airplane. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to find 1000, but you get the idea. Alright, what's next? Power lever, then power lever to idle. transponder, set that guy up. Good catch, because I tend to always forget the transponder in these airplanes. Incidentally, we are VFR today. I mentioned that the flight level was 9,500. Alright, wrong button. And flight instruments check. Flaps for F5 for takeoff. Alright, so flaps are right here. Want to go one notch down. Alright, takeoff. And trying to move in closer on that thing without having to hit a key. Trims recheck, igniter on, pitot heat, and IMC, and external light as required. Alright, so igniters on and pitot heat. I'm going to go ahead and turn the pitot heat on. Line up and take off. Let's see, that's clear. Shows nothing coming. Boulder traffic. Epic 123 Echo Alpha is taking off runway 09, departing straight out to the east, Boulder. Alright, so lights, strobes can come on, landing lights can come on, condition can go to high, prop can go to 4. Ready for takeoff. Spend a lot of time on these brakes here. All right. I'm gonna rotate at about 85. 5, rotate. The hell with that. Alright, positive rate, tap the brake, here. Alright, flaps in. Flight plan. I can tell that it must be experimental. Okay, so flight yaw damper can come on, autopilot can come on. I'm not getting autopilot or the yaw damper. Okay, but I am getting slow. Autopilot on? Jeez. So hit nav again. That shouldn't have engaged it. Autopilot. I guess the lights are on for the autopilot. So I need to, I'm losing airspeed like crazy. I feel like I'm getting too slow. So let me go to vertical speed. down a little. All right, 200 feet per minute. Yeah, all right. So I can come back off the throttle some. Miles to our. Oh man, we're going away from the fix. Why is it not going towards my fix? Let's see, autopilot, valves. I'm going to turn my valve on. Alright, valves engaged now. So, is my desired track. Set my head for roughly my desired track. And on at 9,500 for our flight altitude. VFR, right? Alright, so let me disable the autopilot, and it's my airplane. Alright, look from the outside here, and I can come off my lights, strobe, taxi, and on altitude capture, so it ought to capture 95 once I get down to it. I don't need to do a kamikaze dive for it. Alright, and yeah, there would be late lead, I think. Why is my flight director? So let me do this. Alright, that 13 nautical miles away, and still am I coming down or going up? Okay, I'm finally coming down towards it. And let me get rid of this guy and zoom in some. Cancel my flight director because it's not being my friend at the moment. So yaw damper, my aux limit. Alright, let me re-enable autopilot. And there's my 95 coming up. So I am struggling with getting the plane to do what I wanted to do on the PDF. So I should be going towards fix 1, which is, okay, this is fix 2. This is me right here, so let me go ahead and go direct fix 2. So bring up the flight again. Fix 2. Highlight that. And the red. Activate. Alright. Turn valve on. Autopilot is not engaged. Autopilot is engaged now. And what the heck is it doing? Alright, so fix 2. So fix 2 is right here. I'm right here, and it's turning the wrong way. So my airplane. So I was hoping to have a nice controlled flight and let the autopilot do the work, but I'm not so sure that's going to be the case. So I guess what that means is that I am going to fly this, do a lot of hand flying. All right. So in that case, I guess I can fly a little bit lower because I can see how I can control when we're too high and too low. I don't want to put my passengers in a mountain, so well, I don't want to put me in a mountain for that matter. All right. Now I do have an issue with my Bravo, with my yoke, and I know on the Zebo, unless I recalibrate it in the middle of the flight, once I get right before I engage it, then I can't use it. So I think, I don't know if I can blame this on the yoke or whether Aerobask just need to work on its programming. I do understand that programming these things can be real tough to get them to do what they ought to do. Alright, so I'm going to kill that, give me a full screen here. Alright, so still headed towards fix 2. So yeah. Other than going the wrong way, maybe my passengers don't know, is unaware of that I didn't have I couldn't have my computer control the aircraft the way I wanted it to. So I'm still in a class Bravo, and so I need to actually, to be honest with you, until I get way out here, I need to stay where I need to stay at the height that I'm at about 5. Well, I'm gonna go up to 55 since I am VFR. hopefully I'm still out of the Bravo. This is why you want to study those charts to make sure that this shaft from crossing it too ought to be a little higher. And the shaft that I'm crossing into, the bottom is 7,000, so as long as I'm below 7,000, I'm out of the Bravo. So let's climb on up to 55 because of the mountains. And let's try to enjoy some scenery. So yeah. Now, I do intend to be in this area in real life in June. Y'all know what June is? June is Flight Sim Expo, and I intend to make it to Flight Sim Expo if the creek don't rise. How do they say it? If the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. I've already got my hotel room reserved, and I've already got my airplane ticket, so as long as the creek don't rise, I should be set. And for a change, and for me it is a change, man, I'm getting these bumps like this is X-Plane 11. I'm too high. Yeah, so if the creek don't rise, then I will be there, and I'm hoping that to meet a bunch of you guys there. So yeah. I wanted to go out to Houston, but I needed to go to Cancun, and I said I need to go to Cancun. I went to Cancun in October, and I couldn't rightly justify going to Houston and Cancun. So I am VFR, so I'm not following my flight plan exactly, but I'm tracking my agenda lines as nearly as I can, without having to focus directly on, I want to look out the window too. I don't want to sit here and focus on my primary flight display to stay on course. So yeah, as long as I'm close, I'm happy. So yeah, that's my story. So my this thing's just kind of jumping, and that's some of it may be turbulence, but I don't think that's normal, the way turbulence behave in X-Plane. I can be wrong. So yeah, but my passengers are getting to enjoy Lake Mead at this point. What I should be doing is trying to line this line right here back up in the center, and when that happens, I'll be on my magenta line, but I don't want to stay focused too much on looking outside. On looking at the PDF. I want to, like I said, take some ganders along with the passengers. So I'm on my magenta line now. And turn hard back this way. Of course, in real life, I would have more situational awareness than I do in the sim. Why the heck am I turning all the way around? Wow. Talking about poor pilotage. But that's okay. They don't mind. They get to see a little bit more than they bargained for. So yeah, you know, one day the view out of a sim window would be so close to real life that you could virtually go sightseeing in a flight sim. One day. And the sights that you see might not be too far off from what you see in real life. Yeah, that's the point that I'm really trying to make. All right. So I'm going to fly over these peaks here, so I am going to climb up. Back down to 55. Well, I can do 55 or 75. Maybe I should just go ahead and climb on up to 75. I actually like the being a little bit low. I can observe what's out there a little better, but I think 75 is safer. We are just zigzagging all over the place. So yeah, I guess we just keep our zigzag going. Averted 1000, guys. It's in the same class as the TBM. Actually, I did spend some time looking at a website that was comparing the Averted 1000GX to the TBM 940, and it actually compares pretty favorably. Cannot grab that that magenta line. I do have terrain on, and so green is good, but I don't want to see any terrain warnings if I can help it. I'm enjoying the scenery, and not the scenery sitting next to me. Actually, honestly, guys, I was looking out the window. You know. All right. So I'm capable of flying much faster than I really am flying at the moment. Just know that. I mean, if you look at engine parameters, you know, I'm only got 31% of my torque in. My ITT is in NG is well within parameters. So yeah. I feel like this airplane flies so smoothly that I almost feel like I'm making a epic commercial. You know, those commercials where the guys are flying and doing some nice banking and yeah. Look at that. Canyon in front of us. Nice. Trimming. That must be the Colorado off to my left there. Get on back up to 75. I'll stay out of the danger zone. And this is, by the way, I'm pretty sure this is photogrammetry. Pretty sure it is. Don't sink. Come on, your hands. in sync. And I know the passengers got to be enjoying these views, because, quite frankly, I am. Maybe we should charter a plane when we get to Vegas and take an air tour. A plane like this costs so much per hour that it would be out of my, would definitely be out of my ability. Altitude indicator, and let's climb back up. Vertical climb. And 300 feet a minute, back up to 7,500. Capture it. Back on course. That happens a lot to me in Microsoft Flight Simulator when I used to try to fly. I would be trying to turn and moving going out of my way. Let's see. Working out to this. See if we can turn this guy. Nice good turn. That's better. And let's try setting the nav again. Let's see if it will track that magenta line. to the next fix. Maybe it will now. We're going to hold it at 7,500. That was a, look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Rain shot. Let's see. Let's get us a good screenshot here. Shift spacebar. But yeah, look like we're on our look like the autopilot may be working finally the way that we want it to. So yeah, maybe as pilot I can enjoy some of this. All right, so looking at my fuel quantity level, I am becoming concerned that how the song go, we are not gonna make it. I am becoming concerned because my fuel quantity is really low, and we got a ways to go. Let's see, 30, 40. Okay, right here we got 40, roughly about 40 miles in front of us. Plus another 1151. 61, 65, 75, 85, 87, 88, and 88 plus 7, 95, 96 miles ahead of us. I don't have 96. Let's see, I'm sipping, how many gallons per hour am I sipping? Let's see if this thing tells me. Let's see, so I'm sipping 40 gallons per hour, right? And I got, and I'm flying at, let's say 100 miles to go. So I need 80, well, I need at least 80 gallons. And I've got how many gallons? See how my well, let's see, I'm not sure what my autopilot is doing. It may be trying, let's see, So I guess it made that turn. Scary. It made that turn to me, but it's holding. So yeah. All right. So I've got how many gallons? I've got 30 plus 30, 60. I got less than 60 gallons, and I need about 80 gallons. So there is an airport called 101, I think, that I may have to divert to. Have to divert to another airport. One Zulu 1, and we actually are headed towards it. Okay, so we want to go to our flight plan. Fix, which is 36.13 to 0.27. So I need to look at that fix. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. I want to go Kilo 1 Zulu sad part about it, guys, is I don't think there's any gas. I don't think there's any. One, two. I have to do it this way. Recognize 101. Let's see, make sure I got that correct. Bar 10 is the airport. And let's see. Yep, 101. 101. 101. And the navigate to it manually. Alright, so this is gonna be scary. Now I got traffic off my nose, but I don't think he's a threat. So I'm gonna kill my autopilot. Navigate using my iPad. Alright, look over the dash because I'm looking for that airport out there. You know, if I were to fly direct to You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fly direct to this airport, and I think we can make it. Flying the fixes, we can. So back here. Still. Let's go direct. Enter. And all right. So start our now back up. Nautical miles direct. Like, man, this pilot giving us a thrill ride. Say all of my thrill seekers on this airplane. All right. All right, let's try this again. Now let's engage this time. Let's engage the autopilot. All right. Now we should go direct, right? All right, so we got 52 nautical miles to our destination, and we've got how much fuel left? We're sipping 41 gallons an hour, and we've got got at least, we've got enough fuel to get there. We got about 29 in the left tank and about 14, let's say, in the right tank. So 29 and with 30 and 15 is 45, right? So that's 45 gallons. Plus our reserves, 45 gallons, and we sipping 41 gallons. So yeah, and it shouldn't take us an hour to get there. So yeah, happy, we'll get there. All right. And so I relied on, I tend to rely on SimBrief to calculate my fuel, and I hope that I relied correctly on it. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy, and yeah, so we are picking up our line directly to Grand Canyon. And quite frankly, when I realized the fuel situation, we were actually closer to Grand Canyon than we were Boulder, than we are Boulder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the prop back a little. try to sip a little less gas, a little less fuel, and holding the speed. Prop's still in the green. Everything's in the green. In fact, I should fly this airplane close more in the green than in the yellow, but I think I've been in the green pretty much for the most part of this flight. I can always go back after I record it and look at the video and see how much of the prop has been in the yellow, if any. But if you look here, you see I got pretty much a 4-knot quartering headwind that's not helping on my fuel burn. So it would have been cool if I'd have put a little bit more fuel in the aircraft. So, I got some news, guys. I got a third class medical. I passed a third class medical, so I may go ahead and resume my flight training. And you know, at my age, I'm not trying to fly for a career. Don't intend to buy an airplane. Actually, don't intend to even do a lot of renting of airplanes. But I figure, hey, it could be fun just going up with an instructor, learning to fly. I mean, you know, it's not, what is it that we like to say? It's the journey. The destination ain't moving. So it's all about the journey, just going up with somebody sitting beside me until he's confident that I can go up by myself. And even if I never sit in front of even if I never take a check ride, which I intend to do, but even if I never do, I can enjoy the journey. You know, the destination ain't moving. So yeah. And that journey is just being able to grab a 150, a 172. I think the flight school that I have in mind, having a fleet of 3 aircraft, they have a 150, a 172, and a Piper Cherokee, I believe. All 3 of them are old as Methuselah's. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this this YouTube content provider. I think his channel is Russ Can Fly. he's a crazy guy, but he's a real good guy. You know, I think he's the type of guy who would literally be willing to give you the shirt off his back. So these are some small canyons. The real canyon is really way over there, and our plan was to just follow the canyon. But sometimes plans are not well, sometimes you can't plan the outcome. You make the plan, but you can't plan the outcome. So anyway, yeah, The reason I mentioned Russ can fly because he got his pilot's license in a really old 150, and he would rent that really old 150 and make videos, and he got his ticket, and he is enjoying it to the max. He's gotten enough. He was able to get enough hours up under his belt now where he's comfortable flying his family and friends. I may never get there, but I just got a hankering to take to the IRL skies, and you know that's my goal. So yeah. All right. So looks like we are how far from? We're 20 miles from Grand Canyon, and we are cutting it close, but we're gonna make it. Let's see, hit the right key to look at this. On all of my other aircraft, it's the number 5 key, and on this one I got it says the number 2 key, so I get discombobulated. But yeah, I got a little reserve there, so you know it's all about safety. So at this point, I should be thinking about how I'm gonna get in. Let's get an ATIS here, 124.3. Find the button for COM2.
Initial contact nav information Zulu.
Zulu.
Grand Canyon National Park information Zulu. 2130 Zulu. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 11. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3010. Arriving runway 03. Departing runway 03. Advise on initial contact nav information Zulu.
13.
Grand Canyon National Park information Zulu. 2130 Zulu. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles.
I think she said
Sky clear.
12.
Temperature 11. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3010. Arriving runway 03. Departing
17.
runway 03. Advise on initial contact nav information Zulu.
Alright, so let's turn that off. That's 17. And give me the airplane. Well, let's see. Let's sync our head bug up, and then let's turn it this way. And let's fly that head. Maybe flying the wrong way, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm flying the right way to do 03, because 03 is going to point me to the north. Alright, so the plan is to come down here and to fly in to the grab this, and let's see if I can do an approach here. Enter, select approach. ILS 13. Vectors. And I just need my frequencies. So Frequency is 108.9. Engines sound like they want to cut out, don't they? All right. 108.9. And how come I can't get 108.9 in this thing? 0.9. 510, yeah, can't get 0.9 in it. So just pop that in. I have to take it in by hand. All right, my airplane. See where am I at on this map. Feel like I overshot it some. And I should see it. There it is. Airport's in sight. Airport's at 6,600. And I'm at 7,200. Okay. Slow down some. Slow down, baby. Slow down some, cause you're making me run. Let's get that steer down.
$500.
Flight directors in my way. Landing lights go
400. 300.
Too low. Flaps.
Flaps.
200.
Now, I'm in beta. Damn it. I was wondering why I couldn't speed up. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm in beta. Golly. Alright, gears down. Flaps 4. And, yep, runway in sight. Clear to land, runway 03. Epic.
100.
Now I'm in beta. Now I want beta. Beta, where are you? Give me beta. Give me brakes. I'm looking for beta on my indicator and I don't see it. Alright, there is beta. Alright, I'm gonna skip this one, go to the next one. 40, so I can come out of beta now. Go on brakes. Alright, and we are down, guys. Without having to declare a fuel emergency. Alright, get out of beta. Get out off the runway and stop and clean up. Woof. All right. You know, that was exciting. I tell you, it's amazing how small things can excite you, right? All right, autopilot is off, trims are off, air pressure can come off. Landing lights, let's get out. Let's situate our lights. Taxi light is on, landing light is off. I never did turn the strobes on for that landing, but that's okay. And let's go up here. And the apron is not full of aircraft today, so yeah, parking is good. Man, I bet in real life this is a busy, can be a busy airport in the summertime to land at, because if you made good decisions in life, then this is the way to come to the Grand Canyon. And my decisions in life weren't that good. Not enough to come in this type of airplane. All right, let's look at it. I think she looked like, hard to taxi from this point of view, but she looked like she's taxiing faster than she really is. Well, I guess she is taxiing pretty quickly. Looking at 24. I was looking at 24 on the GPS ground speed. Alright, so we can park up here where the amenities are. Imagine that a lot of people have no choice. Let's see, where's that airplane? There it is. Let's see. That's fuel. That's for fuel. I can imagine that a lot of people have no choice. But this is a maintenance hangar. So actually, we park beside this Piper. I think it's a Piper. I imagine that a lot of people have no choice but to park way back there and walk up here to get the amenities well, you guys know what I'm saying. Amenities. All right, let's set the brake. It's always going to be first. All right. And look at our fuel level before we kill our engine. Look at that. Look at that. I can't help but do this, guys, so bear with me. I want to see it on the on this guy here. So we got literally 33 gallons of fuel left. 33 gallons. And sipping 40 gallons an hour, about 45 minutes. So yeah, but you can see that had we turn the engines off now. You can see that had we decided, oh man, I didn't even turn the separators on in none of my taxis. Cut all this off here. But you can see, had we decided to, what am I trying to say? Follow our plan, we would have ran out of gas. We'd have ran out of fuel. So that would have made a bad day for all of us. All right, let's open the door and let these folks out. And yeah. All right, so they're out. Let's get our chocks installed and take a look's peek. Well, let's kill that battery and take a look's peek. Yeah, now with this aircraft you get the tow bar and I don't have any control over getting the tow bar and the covers. So personally, I find that a little distracting, but suffice it to say that I thoroughly enjoyed this flight, even though it was, you know, I've seen times when I didn't pay enough attention to the fuel and actually have run out. So yeah, you know, I didn't divert, but I had to, you know, I was VFR and had to fly directly in. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And until next time.
Y'all come back now. Cheers.